He's here. Who would have thought that on his holiday week he's working for the live stream? Because you are amazing. You rule. I said it. I hope you're doing great. I'm doing amazing. I had this week off, not fully. I worked a bit. I had to, but I took a lazy week, and I look like it. I just had to. For a year, over a year, since last August or July, I didn't have a whole week off. And yes, I didn't have a full week off this week as well. Because Cindy is working, because she has a new job since beginning of August, and she can just take a week off after 5 or 6 weeks. But for me, it was the perfect timing. No press car right after Munich Motor Show, so I had enough videos and also videos from the Audi that I just had. And there's still 2 coming on Tuesday and Wednesday. I also had 3 days off this week. That's awesome. And so last Sunday I had off. So my first Sunday in a very, very long time, since I didn't have a press car. Didn't film anything this week except for the vlog. Just a tiny bit with my Pocket 3 as usual, but not a lot. So 2 minutes or so for this whole week, but nothing for the main channel. Didn't film anything, no press car. It was awesome. So I needed that just to sleep in. I only slept in 3 times or so, but because Cindy had to work and I had to get up with her and prepare a few things and everything, but it's fine. But so Monday, Tuesday I worked, and then at Thursday I worked for 2 hours or so. That's okay. The thing is, I knew I had to edit a bit so I can have the rest of the week off, and I wanted to do that on Sunday and today. And then I thought, why would I do that on Sunday when Cindy is home? I work on the days where Cindy is at work, and then there's 2 Sundays I have off. So last Sunday I had off, and this Sunday I had off. This was very, very, very nice. Not to get up on the Sunday very early and drive for 8 and 10 hours. That was very, very nice. But it's over tonight, tomorrow. Noon, next press car is coming. It will be the Polestar 4. Welcome to the last Monday of the week. Yeah, I also thought about that. I think I will go back with the live stream on Sunday, because Monday I always forget. And it's just in my head. Sunday is a live stream, and then the rest of the week I don't think of it. And on Sunday I think of it, and even if I film, I can do a little live stream for half an hour or 45 minutes, can't I? Huh? So I thought we'd talk about the IAA, the Munich Motor Show. What did we see? What was interesting? Because we haven't seen each other for 2 weeks, right? And I was at the ID Cross Volkswagen event. There was a lot of people, barely saw anything. And then on Wednesday I was at the IAA and could see the car a bit closer and could film it a bit. I didn't see the ID Polo when I was there, because on that Wednesday, for whatever reason, the car wasn't there, sadly. I think there was a little press event they had where they didn't invite me, but I get it. I so get it. I rarely go to the press events, but this I would have gone to because it was in Munich, very close, and I would have wanted to see it in detail. ID Polo and ID Polo GTI would have nice to see, since most likely it will be my next car. But as we got to learn, and I knew for a while, so world premiere of the ID Polo, so for the product that will be available to buy will be in May of 2026. And then in the fall it will come to the customers, and so fall can be October, November even. Winter beginning I think is in December or so. So this is sad. Would have been nice if in summer it would already be available, but you can't have everything, can't you? And I'm excited about that. It looks good. What else did we see at the motor show? We made a video about the BMW iX3. That is, will you try the new Model Y Performance? I asked Tesla, they didn't say anything. So I even contact today And I said I would like to try. I heard it has a better charging curve. And he just says, oh, you get a Model 3 Performance. Because he asked me a few weeks ago, do you want a Model 3 Performance? I said, yes, this and this, I have time. Sorry, it's not available then. And then today I said, okay, I have this and this and this week available for the Model 3 Performance. Model Y Performance would be interesting too because of the new charging. Model S, of course, always. And he just said you can have the Model 3 Performance. So I guess Model Y Performance is not available as a press car yet. That will take a bit. I'm sorry. And we'll see. What else? Yeah, BMW iX3. The specs sound amazing for the 70,000 euros for the 109 kilowatt hour battery, 800 volt, over 400 kilowatt peak charging, 22 minutes or was it 21 minutes? 10 to 80%, 800 kilometers of range. We'll see. And yeah, looks very interesting. And then of course there will be smaller batteries and stuff as well. And 70,000 euros sounds like a lot, but if you think about an Audi A6 with the big battery starts at, let's look. Where are we? No, not what is this? I want this. And A6 e-tron, Sportback, and big battery is this. Starts at 75,000 euros. And you get less range because it has a range of, what's the WLTP range? Where are we? Am I an idiot? What is just, there it was. Here. To 756. This is not an SUV, and it doesn't charge with 400 kilowatt. It charges with 270 kilowatt, and it has a bigger battery. So that will be very interesting. Very looking forward to the iX3. Then what else did I see? I saw Cross. We already talked about. I saw Mercedes CLA shooting brake. Yeah. The GLC. Yeah. The mega sports car there, AMG GTXX, looks interesting. Will be an expensive car, I'm sure, when it can charge with an average power of 850 kilowatt. Not for the whole thing. I'm guessing where they charged for this world record, so it's just from 10 to 40% or so. Still, wow. And I saw the Opel thing, the concept there with 800 horsepower. I doubt that will come as a real car. Saw the Polestar 5, 140,000 euros for the big power car and 120 or so for the standard car. But I get it. This is their clientele. What else did I see? Think PV5 from Kia, that was interesting. Why is Volkswagen R not doing anything EV related yet? I think it's because Volkswagen has their own EVs, and then Cupra is the sporty version, and so I doubt that they will ever do an ID.3R or something like this. GTX is the more sporty version, then Cupra even more. I don't think that this will ever happen. Got my ID.7 Tourer GTX 2 weeks ago. I'm so impressed how comfy it is. Just love it. 3,000 kilometers in 2 weeks. Oh my god. And looking forward for the 3 years I'm going to have it. Have fun. Curious, why is meh on Mercedes? No, not on the car. It was at the IAA because it was not a good display that they had. The CLA is a nice car. The shooting brake is interesting. GLC is also interesting. But how they presented it at the motor show was that everyone was at the car, so nobody could film anything. It was all people that went inside and with the cell phone they filmed and took pictures and talked about stuff. There's no way to film a bit so you can see the car and then go inside and film inside the car as well. BMW did it amazingly well. They had 3 cars. 2 were two were locked off, so you can film it. Nobody was there. You can film it outside very, very nicely. And then one was open where people could go in, and then they switched it up. They said, okay, let's start doing it here. CLA is overhyped. I think it's a good package when you think of the price. It's not a gigantic battery, 86 kilowatt hours, but the price for a Mercedes electric 800 volt system, I think that's okay. Where are we? We need that. Live streaming? No, I want this. Where are we? We're Mercedes. Can't even write. Configurator. Yeah. Except CLA. I mean, it starts at 53,000 euros for, yes, it doesn't have a lot, and it's the 250 plus, but is this WLTP range? Really? And 2 motors. Yeah, it can be all-wheel drive or not. And now it's suddenly 55. What happened? But still, I think under 60,000 euros for 800 volt in a Mercedes. When you think the iX3, yes, the one that they showed, but this has the data that is very close to this, costs 70,000 euros, 69. So yes, it will be. Maybe it will be a smaller battery, but not a bigger battery. So CLA, I don't think it's overhyped. It is an interesting package, especially for that it's a Mercedes. Weld appearance is insane for the CLA. What do you think about Porsche is not going to do EV anymore, right or wrong? I have no idea. They're not going to do EVs anymore. It's their decision. It's Porsche. I get it. They make mega sports cars, and if they don't sell too many EVs, I would understand if they make something different. They're not selling millions of cars, so it's like if Ferrari would not make an EV, that's fine. Not a lot of cars will be built. More than Porsche will have more than Ferrari, but still. And I always preferred the Audi e-tron GT to the Taycan. Looks just so amazing. Oh. Yes. What else did we see? The PV5, like I said, the EV2 of the Kia. They looked nice. Then EV4, EV5 I've seen before. Ioniq 6N, very cute. What has Ioniq? Ioniq 9 I saw for the first time. That was nice. Not a good front. I didn't like the front of the Ioniq 9. It looks, I don't know, weird. EV9 GT, very, very nice. A gigantic car that has a lot of power and is sporty. Oh my god. What else? I think that was it. I think that was all the cars I've seen at the motor show that were a bit interesting, where I could spend a bit of time with. But it was iX3 already did. Yeah, there was a nice day at the motor show. Sadly, it was raining. That was horrible. I was wet everywhere. Shoes, socks, feet, of course. Everything was wet. Because they split it up. So there's stuff in the messe, and then stuff in the inner city, which is for free. You don't need a ticket, but you get, when you are journalist like me, content creator, you get a free ticket for the whole week. You can go whenever you want to go. I went on Wednesday, and this was wrong. Next time I'm gonna go on Monday again. It's just way more interesting, and then really press people on then the other days that follow are other people that do, like I said, take pictures of details, which is not interesting. I should have gone on Monday, but Cindy again had to work. Was her 4th week or so at the job, and she cannot take the day off. She could have changed the day, but I was like, it's fine, but I was wrong. But the motor show was nice. If you are not subscribed to the Behind the Battery channel, you're a loser. I say that now because I had 2 gigantic videos about the Ioniq 3. What do you think? I have no idea about this car. I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. I'm guessing it will be like EV3, smaller battery, not a lot of charging power and stuff like this. They will go the same way. What was I? Yes, if you have seen the videos on the Behind the Battery channel, when I went back to Hank after the day at the motor show, it had a weird thing wrong with it. Never had that before in Hank. So I parked it, charged at a 11 kilowatt charger, but they have 80 charging stations there for free at the messe, and for almost all of them were occupied, so the power was reduced to around 6 kilowatt, was fine. And so it was charging the whole day. In between, I went there and got my umbrella, and then 20 minutes before I preheated Hank. And when I came, the car was warm, it unlocked, everything worked, it charged to 40% or so from 10. Was all cool. Yes, to be included a cliffhanger on the first vlog ending. Cliffhanger. What will happen at the underground train? And then I went in and I didn't notice, and then I wanted to drive and I saw that the main screen was just blank. So I reset with the long standby button. It restarted, but it still stayed blank, and then I just drove on. And then at some point I noticed that the head-up display looks weird. There's something in there. I don't know what it is. It looks weird. And then when I was on the highway, I turned on my travel assist, and then text appeared, but the text was upside down and mirrored. And it appeared and then it faded out. And I was like, what is this? What's happening? And then I noticed what it is. It was what should be on the display was shown on the head-up display, but upside down and mirrored. And what I saw with the normal head-up display, where are we? I need a picture. Was the top of the left top of what you see on the display, the 8 dots, and then I have parking there and Spotify and stuff like this. I saw this, and then what was in the AR part was the text underneath, because I was scrolling over and I saw the average consumption, and here you can see it very well. So this was my head-up display, and so this is other dots. Then this is vehicle, parking, assist, drive mode, Spotify, and Android Auto. So it was upside down and mirrored. And then here the text appeared every time when the augmented reality wanted to do something. And it did something because I had the travel assist on. So when I switched the road, it shows the lines the travel assist is on, and then fades out. And so I saw this text of my average consumption and average in the kilometers and everything that you have on the display, and then it faded out. And then at some point I was like, this is annoying. I stopped, locked the car for a minute, unlocked, and then everything was back fine. But still, never had that before. That was interesting. Always interesting things and surprising things happening with Volkswagen software. Always nice. And by the way, everyone is always complaining about Volkswagen and software, and I hear so much stuff about other cars and software and thing problems, and not just EVs. My parents have a Nissan Qashqai. They have a problem with the 12-volt battery that always gets empty. Even though it doesn't have an app, it doesn't have anything, it's not preheating, it's not even diesel where you need a... Is it a diesel? I don't know. Maybe it's a diesel. But they have a lot of problems where the 12-volt battery is empty or too low and they can't do stuff. And I heard of other stuff that happens. So it's not just Volkswagen and software. Our neighbor had a Cupra, not an electric car. He also says they have problems with the software. So it's not just that. Not just electric cars that have problems with software. So thanks for explaining more about the problem with the display, etc. Anytime. DYT. What does it stand for? direct YouTube. Dysfunctional YouTube. Or do you too? So, enough about me. How about you? What happened to you in the last 2 weeks? No, I was at that motor show, and then the Audi S6 was a lot of fun to have. It was picked up on the Tuesday before I went to the motor show. I edited the motor show videos. I edited the Audi S6 videos, filmed a bit on Thursday, and then from Friday on, like I said, till 2 days and then a few hours, I had this week off. It was nice. And I didn't do anything. Yes, I repaired a few things that were annoying that I wanted to do, but I didn't read comments. I didn't post anything. Like I said, I filmed 2 videos on the Pocket 3, and I mean 2 parts of a video for the vlog channel behind the battery. I always can never remind. And tomorrow it's over. But in the morning I still don't have anything to do because I don't have a car and I have nothing to film. So I have to wait till the Polestar 4 is arriving. We'll see what version it is. Polestar is weird. So 2 years ago, Polestar was amazing. If I said I would really like to have a Polestar press card, I said yes, which one? And then they gave me from the Polestar 2, they gave me the standard version, then the all-wheel drive version and the performance version. Everything for 2 weeks. And now they've changed. So you've changed. They're not doing it themselves. So Polestar has a different company. They give them the car and say, these are the people that can have a car. We decide who gets a car, but you do all the planning and everything. And I had to ask them, and they said, from now on, you only get one version of the car and only for a week. So the Polestar 3 had no idea what car would be coming, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive or performance, and it was the performance. And with the Polestar 4 tomorrow, also the same thing. He called me already on Friday that it will come between 11 and 12, which is nice. Tomorrow is gonna rain. It was totally nice today. It's still 22 degrees out. The last nice day today, because tomorrow at 4 o'clock it will start to rain. Boo! And then it's gonna most likely rain the whole week. Where are we? Where are my days? Tomorrow, no, Tuesday is not gonna rain, but Wednesday is gonna rain the whole day, where I'm gonna do my long distance trip test with the Polestar 4. Sunday hopefully it's not gonna rain, will be my range test. I only have it for a week, the Polestar 4, so I have limited time because I still take Friday, Saturday off. It comes on Monday, will be picked up on Monday, so I can film on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Sunday, and Monday in the morning. So I have 4.5 days to film everything. And like I said, Wednesday will be long distance trip, and Sunday will be range test and charging test. This is already 2 things. So I only have 2.5 days for the other videos, and I want to do a whole driving video as usual. How's the space? How is the driving? Even though I already did that, but it was a while ago. Then of course at the end, how is the car? Maybe look through the software if there's anything new. Maybe if I filmed that, I don't know that yet. We'll see. And then likes, dislikes, like I said. So I will in this 1 week I will not make 100 videos, but 6 for sure. 3, 4, 5, 6 for sure, maybe even 7. Yes. Did anyone already test the new Model Y performance? Did Björn Nyland had it already or something? Because I'm not getting it very, very early, I'm guessing, as usual. But I will try. I got the Juniper not too long. It took only, I don't know, 2 months or so. That's okay. I think we should do the like game now, huh? 32 people here, 11 likes. Can we get these likes to 30? If everyone who's here would like this stream, we will get to 32 likes. At least. Can we do this? That would be amazing, huh? Can we do this? How about I count down from... Björn tested it. Oh my god, he's fast. Yeah, he gets all the cars very, very early. I asked, like I said, they didn't say anything. I will ask again. So let's try and do this. I'm gonna count 3 to 0 and see if you can like all at the same time. 1. Like! Everybody like. Do. Everybody like. Water. What I say, it's water. It would be vodka with ice or something. Now today was really nice. It was so nice and warm. We were sitting in the sun, but it's over. It's gonna get cold because hello, it's almost October, and then it's just over. And then it's just snow and cold till March. So we have now 5 horrible months ahead. 25 likes. Look at that. And 27 people. That's cool. Thank you. It wasn't a real test. So he just could see the car but couldn't drive it. Something like this. Do they already sell it? So can you order it? Tesla. I always write it wrong. Tesla. German. Is the website working? Yes. Model Y. Model Y. Performance. There we go. What does it cost? 62,000 euros. It's a lot of money. What do the paints cost? 1,300. 2,600. That's why everything is white. 21-inch tires. Cool. And interior costs extra 1,200. Ooh, ventilated seats. Look at that. I can see that. And then autopilot, still 7,500 euros. Amazing. Except, what else do we have? 64,000. What did I change? It costs so much. Just the interior? Why is it now 60? I thought it was 62, and then of course, interior is 1,200. Huh. I saw Model S is back. I thought that was gone. He drove it just a quick ride. Model S is back. Oh no, it's the old stuff. Boo! Model X the same? Yeah. No, cannot order a Model S. Boo! So I want to drive it. The seats now have a leg extended in the performance. Do you need that? So underneath your thighs. They should give it a comfortable suspension. There would be something. A really comfortable suspension. And maybe let it switch to sportiness. There would be something. I would prefer that than to an extender for the legs, huh? That would be nice. And different steering. Make it a good car, not just power and software. Make it a nice driving car. That would be just so nice. Yes. Yeah, I'm excited for the Polestar 4. I only drove it for a few hours. It would be nice to drive a bit longer with it and a few hours and test everything out. Then, so it will be picked up a week later. And then for 3 days, I don't have any cars. And then Friday next week, which is October 3rd, which is a holiday here. So I asked BMW, is really someone there? I have to pick up, BMW doesn't deliver cars anymore, press cars. I have to pick it up and it's okay, it's in Munich. And I get an i5 xDrive 60, but touring, so the powerful car, but with a long, with a lot of space. And that will be nice. I wanna compare it to hang a bit, drive a bit. I don't know if we're gonna do a test thing together. I mean, very powerful and everything, but just comfort-wise, is it really better than a Volkswagen ID.7? That would be interesting. And then I want Cindy to drive it because I want to show Cindy the steering assist, where she doesn't have to hold the steering wheel, and then when we navigate somewhere, you can also make it change lanes just by looking. I want to show her that and see, and not tell her before, just get into the car, and then at some point I'm going to say press this button and see what she thinks, and then tell her, okay, and then I'm gonna navigate to something, and I say, okay, it's something, if a car comes that is slower than you just look in the mirror and it's gonna pass, and then when you when you have passed the car, you look in the other mirror and it's gonna drive over, because I think that's cool. It might be annoying that you have to look at the road. If you look up for 2 seconds, it beeps at you. But that's the price you have to pay for not having to hold the steering wheel. That's something. So I want to show her that and see if she freaks out. And she will. Even though she told me she uses travel assist in Hank. She's not a fan of it. She prefers just the cruise control, but that she's using it. Good for her. Have you decided what car you're going to have in your next private car? Again, most likely the ID Polo. It's not sure yet, but I want to get smaller again. So CLA would be a nice car, but I think I'm too late. I would have done this way earlier. The iX3 is a bit too expensive for me. 70,000 euros, and then you spec it a bit, you're a bit above that. And I'm not the biggest fan of BMW when it comes to how the software is and how the cars are. It's nice specs, but I'm not the biggest fan. I would love an Audi, can't afford it. So it will be, I'm guessing, ID Polo, so ID2, because it's new Android software, it's new motor, everything, it's cheaper, it's going to be a big car on the market. And I want to see, so range should be comparable to my ID3 back in the day, to Walter, and we'll see how the charging is, because I think it will be a bit faster than what Hank could do in the beginning, but not what ID3 can do now, because they have to make a bit of a difference here. But front wheel drive and everything, we have to see how that is, because we don't know, but we have to wait till May and then to see, and then to drive will be a few months later. We'll see if I get invited to drive and see. Renault 5 maybe? Nah. It's also already out. So my next car, it's all about helping the channel too. So it has to be something new. I have Hank till December, so it has to be around there or a bit later. Cannot be too late, cannot be earlier, because I'm not paying for two cars at the same time, and it has to be a car that comes out and has to benefit. So I have to like it, Cindy has to like it, it has to be okay for private use, but it also has to be good for the channel, because I'm not paying I don't know how many €100 a month for leasing, and then it's just for me for a car. It's nice that it helps with the leasing costs. If it makes the channel bigger, that's just awesome. That's how it should be. Anything else? Do you want something? Is there any information you need? Otherwise, I'm gonna say goodbye tonight. Just half an hour. What did we do? 35 minutes, because, yeah, 34. Nothing had happened. I had the week off. Like I said, I didn't do anything. It was so nice, and I'm gonna continue tonight. And tomorrow morning I have to do a bit, but not so much working till the car comes. Then I have to get to know the car a bit and stuff like this, cause that's nice. Any questions? Okay, you all take care. I want to see you next week. Next week, like I said, next Sunday, I'm going to do the range test with the Polestar 5. And I'm not expecting it to go extremely far, especially when it's not that warm then. And it's a powerful car. So hopefully I'm done early. Yes, I'm continuing Sunday now. This Monday thing, did you sit in ID2? No, they didn't let me. And they didn't have it. They only had the cross and they didn't let me sit in the cross. So I didn't see anything. Yes, and then we're going to continue doing the live stream on the Sunday. It's just better because I always forget Monday. Because I don't think Monday is live stream. And Sunday I always think, and then I don't, not today. And then Monday I don't think about it. Okay, you all take care. I hopefully see you next week. Have a nice week. Enjoy the week. If you still have nice weather, enjoy it. Would you get across? If I have a Polo, then not. Because I don't need SUV. It's the same car, just a bit SUV-like. ID Polo can pull a trailer, which I don't need, but the Cross can do it. It's just the same. It's like the Volvo EX30 and the Volvo EX30 Cross Country. It's the same thing, just, or the Hyundai Insta Cross Country. It's the same thing, just a bit more SUV-like, and that's it. That's the whole thing, because people love SUVs even if they're small. I don't need that. I would prefer the normal version. Okay, you all take care. I see you next week. Have a good one.